ready? Hello, Tjena, Namaste. Welcome to This in Nordic. My name is Jayesh.
I'm Rasmus. Smakar Amram. Today's guest, Felix from Germany.
Hey,
Welcome.
It's nice to have you here, Felix.
nice to be on the show, guys.
Yeah.
Thanks for
Friend of the show.
having me.
Yeah. So Felix, could you tell us a few things about you?
Yes, sure. So I come, as mentioned already, from Germany, from a small city called Osnabrück. It's in the northwest of Germany, located close to the border of the Netherlands.
Okay. And why did you come to Sweden then?
I came to Sweden for my studies initially,
Mhm.
and didn't have any specific reason, I would say. But I liked it here, so I started to work, and now I stay
For how long have you been in Sweden?
in Sweden for 4 years now.
4 years.
More or less.
Was there anything in particular that you liked so much that made you stay, or?
No, it's just like this Swedish lagom, I would say. It's a thing I like. It's kind of relaxed, and people are relaxed, and it's not so like people are not so stubborn here. Maybe like people in Germany, like everything has to be like in Germany, and in Sweden it's more like we just go with the flow, and it's just nice and relaxed. So it's
Following the rules here.
yeah.
Okay.
No.
So before you came to Sweden, what did you hear or what did you expect that you're gonna see in Sweden?
What did
Or
I
any
expect from-
stereotypes? in
So I
Germany?
can tell you guys that I was on vacation in Sweden before I actually came
Oh, really?
here, and that was the first time I saw Sweden. And before I connected Sweden with like great nature, like super beautiful landscapes and stuff like that. And when I came here for my studies, I experienced more stuff like fika or like
the fika.
the things I mentioned before.
Yeah,
Lagom.
lagom.
Uh,
So there's no thing as lagom in Germany?
no,
It's like
not
hard.
Yes, it's
No,
all or
of course,
nothing.
it's not like that. You also have your logom situations in Germany, I would say,
Of
but
course.
yeah, it's more defined here, I would say.
Oh, I see.
So and I was curious to know, like, so when you come from Germany to Sweden, which is quite close in terms of geographical location, what was the first distinct or different thing you noticed about Sweden?
Kind of. I mean, like, okay, one thing I really realized, you have a lot of Volvo cars here. Like, when I entered Sweden the first time, I really remember, oh my God, there are only Volvo cars here on the roads. And
It's the
where
Volkswagen.
are all the Volkswagen? I was really like, oh, it's only in Germany where they drive all the Volkswagen.
So the cars you see are different, and the Autobahn, they don't drive so fast.
Oh yeah, that was one thing, that's actually unfortunately one thing I still don't really understand from some perspective, because like it's taking you like it's 50 kilometers outside of Gothenburg, and then you can drive like 120 kilometers per hour, and like I don't know. In Germany, they break you down like when it's the autobahn close to the city, like to not go faster than 100 or something. So. Yeah,
okay.
like, and I would say like cars become more safe and everything. Like, sure, you could maybe raise it to 130, 140, but then again, you could discuss the climate influence on the fuel you need more to go faster and stuff. So, I don't want to open this topic now.
So you said you came here to study, you do your masters,
Yes,
but you did your bachelor's in Germany, right?
I did my bachelor's in Germany. Yes.
Yeah. So did you notice any difference in education at university level or
Yes,
something?
there were quite a lot of differences, I would say, in education. So like here you are more focused on only 2 topics, and in Germany you have like several topics, like 6, 7 or 8 topics at the same time, and then you have them for the whole semester, and then you have your exams or like your whatever kind of tests. And here in Sweden you really focus on 2 topics, and those 2 topics you just focus, and then you in the same semester you do the next 2 topics, and it's kind of more efficient, I would say.
Mhm.
So for me,
Yeah.
a good thing actually to see.
Yeah.
I would say. I don't know.
So I think, so if I got it right, so in Germany you have 6 courses every semester, every 6 months.
6 or even more, yeah. At least
Okay.
6.
But here I think they have 2 every lesson period, every study period.
Yes.
And there are 2 less period in one semester, so 4 courses.
Yeah.
So effectively they are less, but yeah, this is the same thing what I noticed in my masters in England. We had like 6-7 courses within 6 months, and that was super harsh. But here, did you also notice it that the courses are much more applied or related to industry in education in Sweden, or was it same in Germany?
Kind of. I think it really depends. I was at a university in Germany where it was already like technical applied more or less, you could say, and so it was not the huge difference. But I had friends who were like at really theoretical universities in Germany and they said like it was a huge difference, like in how you apply stuff here and how it was in Germany before.
Okay. Oh.
When you came to Sweden, did you do any research before, or did you go mainly on your previous visit to Sweden? Like, oh, I want to go to Sweden because I've been there once before, or?
No, it was more or less because the partner university I had was located in Sweden. I could have come to like any other country in Europe as well, but Sweden actually offered to write the thesis in English. Like the whole studies was in English. If I would have gotten to Italy or Spain, I would have had my stuff in Spanish or in Italian, and I thought like this is just too much like to handle like in a short amount of time to learn a language and to study and everything. So
do you speak French?
No, I had it in school for 5 years actually.
Yeah.
But,
Same. I had German in school.
Und?
I learned nothing. Well, I did, but I flushed away. I don't remember much.
Schade.
It's like, oh, wie heißt du? Ich heiße Rasmus. Wo wohnst du?
That's something.
Yeah.
Wo wohnst du?
Wo wohnst du?
Ich wohne in Sweden. So when I came to Sweden, and I just knew English and my mother tongue Hindi.
Yeah.
So I had no idea whatsoever about Swedish. So for me it was kind of difficult. It was still similar to English. But I have another colleagues who are German and they speak fluent Swedish after like 1 year or 1.5 years. For me it took about 2 to 3 years or something. So how was it for you, the experience of language? Was it easier?
I think 1 or 1.5 years is a bit short of a time to learn a language maybe, but I think I can see that it's maybe easier because like there are a lot of similarities. It's just the differences. I think like we have a lot of words that are the same words in German and in Swedish, but you don't speak a language only because you know the words. So you also have to learn the grammar and all the other stuff. So it's not like I would be surprised if someone is fluent after 1 year or something.
Yeah.
But maybe 2 years, 2.5.
But yeah, I think I heard about German grammar that it's super easy. So
yeah, it's maybe the easiest grammar in the world.
Yeah.
Well,
No,
I don't know about that, guys. I'm not too sure about that.
But I think the German grammar from as an outsider, like we had discussions regarding that when I see something or when I notice or read about something, some rule or something, I tell Felix about that, and he's like, oh, I never thought about this, that it's this way, but they just know, it's like if you ask me about Hindi, I won't know exact grammar, what's the underlying grammar. It's just your mind is trained to listen to that and then making up from there. So
yeah, it's if you're not a teacher for your own language, then you have a hard time explaining it to someone else. I think because you just don't know like all the rules by heart. You should know them, or you learned them once in school. You may have forgot about some of them. And
do you have a favorite place or city in Sweden?
Favorite place or city? Of course, I have to say Göteborg should be my favorite city. Otherwise, I shouldn't live here, I guess. But I have some favorite places. Maybe like I like being in the nature, and there are nice places up the country, especially. I would say the further you get up north, the more beautiful the landscape gets. I would say that this is my.
How far up north have you been?
Kiruna.
Oh, Kiruna. Okay, that's pretty good. It's pretty far.
Yeah, it's pretty far. It's pretty far.
It's really nice there.
Yeah.
And how is if you have to compare Osnabrück? You said it's a small city compared to Gothenburg. How small and we are talking here?
Like it has 150,000 inhabitants.
Okay,
So Gothenburg has around, what do you say, 700?
500. Oh, it's including suburbs, 700.
Yeah,
Mm.
700,000.
Okay.
So it's smaller.
And
Yeah.
what about nature? Do you have?
Yeah, nature is a completely different thing. I would say it still can be kind of beautiful. I would say, but it's not comparable to the nature here. Especially when you go up north here, then I would say like having all the lakes in between. Like right now, if you go up north, the lakes are still frozen there, and it's just beautiful to see that. It's really nice.
A lot of snow.
A lot of snow, and I like that. Like if you really have snow, and if you really have a cold winter, then it's a nice winter. If it's always just like raining or the.
Gothenburg isn't the best with winters either, but it's nice.
I would actually say like the winter here compared to my hometown is not really different, even though it's like almost 700 kilometers south of here.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay, nice. Oh, so what do you miss most from back home?
Cake.
Cake?
Kuchen.
like real cake and bread maybe.
Oh yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. Like I mean I really like cake, and everyone who
What kind
knows
of
me
cake?
know that.
Is
No, it's like really like how do you call it? Like the really big fluffy
Cake.
cake.
Does it have a special name or something?
Is it called cake maybe?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Because when I think of cake, I think of the what's it called? The grädde?
Cream.
Cream. Yeah, the whipped cream. Raspberry sauce and like candles on top. Like
Yeah, something like
birthday
that.
cake.
Something like that. Also, for example, like I mean, you have that here if you go to Mr. Cake or something, then you have that. But like your fika looks different, and I mean it's also good because if you would have like a big piece of cake like every day you have a fika, then you would just probably like only have fat people in this country. And you don't want that. But
beer, alcohol.
beer, yeah, I don't know. It's like I don't really miss it too much actually. You just get used to the prices. Like I'm surprised myself that I'm just willing to pay like higher prices because it's like double the prices probably in the bars and everything. But it's you get just used to it, and like you drink less, but it has the same effect eventually because you just drink less. So you pay the same for one evening after all.
But every time I go to Germany, I think it's we traveled to Germany last summer with some Swedish friends, and they had never been to Germany before. And so we go to a bar, we order like a Mass, 1 liter of beer, and it costs like 3 euros only, which is like 30 kronos. And here we pay for 500 milliliters about 8 euros or 80 kronos, and they were like super happy. And it's like one thing I really enjoy when I'm in Germany, that drink as much as you can.
I mean that's one thing, of course the amount is cheaper and everything, but you have like, even though you say like Germany is connected to beer and everything, like there are a lot of breweries, and that is true, especially in the south. I would say it's like more or less there are like it's the variety is just not as big as here, for example. I would say you have so much different styles of beer and everything that's like even though it has a different culture here, you have like a brighter variety of all kind of sorts of beer here.
Yeah. So those of you who don't know, so in Sweden, alcohol or more than 3.5% alcohol is sold at these specific places called Systembolaget. But the good thing is, like as Felix said, you have a lot of varieties here, like beer or alcohol from almost every part of the world. So they close at 7 in the evenings on weekdays, and on weekends, I think Sundays they are closed, and Saturday up until 3. So the Germans who are planning to come here, you have to plan accordingly your whole weekend ahead and buy alcohol accordingly.
I mean, I can tell that, but I did it myself actually. Like always when I visit my parents, I just bring some stuff. Because it's just so much cheaper.
Thanks for bringing some tonight.
Yeah, you are the host. Where's the beer? German series without beer.
It's a family show.
Okay.
Felix, do you wanna stay here in Sweden, or do you wanna go back to Germany?
For now, it's my plan to stay here as long as I'm happy. I will see what's coming, but for now I'm happy here, so I would like to stay more. I'm not sure if I would like to stay here forever actually, but for as long as I'm happy, and you never know what's happening. So.
Okay, that's nice.
It's a good way to see it.
Yeah.
I mean, if something else makes you happier, of course, you should follow that.
Yeah.
Right now, Sweden is.
I mean, I could also
happy.
imagine actually to discover another country, a new country.
Exactly.
Oh, maybe we should go to India then.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah.
Or do you have any?
I would actually love to go there with you, like having a trip there with you.
Yeah, sure. I would like to show you guys around. So I've already invited you, Rasmus, and so you can join as well next time. And I'm going to India for sure. Yeah,
It
it's a
would be
beautiful
awesome.
country.
And
Yeah.
I was in India. Have you been to India?
Never.
Okay.
Only in movies.
In
movies.
Yeah, we all saw those movies. Yeah.
Shah Rukh Khan.
No, what was it? White? No, pink.
Yeah, Pink. That was a nice movie.
Yeah.
We watched it the other day.
What's it called? Pink. No.
Yeah.
Only Pink.
Just Pink.
Hmm.
Yeah. And so, what do you really like about Sweden? One thing, if you have to say.
The really nice nature, I would say, in first position.
Okay.
I mean,
Nature of.
I mean, I like being outside and doing sports and stuff
Yeah.
there, and that's
Okay.
really nice.
Sweden is a pretty good country for that. So.
Yeah.
Before we wrap up today, Felix, so we have some questions for you, rapid fire.
Should I be nervous or?
Yes, you should.
Kind of, yeah. So they're mainly about Sweden and Germany. So to test your knowledge about and a couple of questions from
They're
India
pretty
as well,
hard
you know.
questions as
Pretty
well.
hard. Let's see if I can answer.
I don't even know most of them.
A couple of them are from India as well. So since you've been hanging out with me, you should know them.
Yeah.
That's reasonable.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
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 So last one's anfangen.
Yeah. Let's go.
Okay. First question. When is the National Day of Sweden celebrated?
2nd or 6th of June.
Oh, that's
Close.
close,
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
Which one was it?
6th.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay, nice. Second question. Who is the current Prime Minister of India?
You know what? I read that lately, and now I forgot it again.
No, that's an excuse.
I seriously, I read about it. If you can tell me.
Any hint?
No.
If I should tell you the first letter
Tell
of
me the first name.
M?
Sir, what?
M?
No,
Oh,
I don't.
wait, how many?
Do you know it?
I have no idea.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Modi.
Modi.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, next question. How many federal states are there in Germany?
Like officially or like with Mallorca?
Officially.
16.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
So, area-wise, which is the smallest federal state in Germany?
The like city-wise, like the city federal state, like or like the without city.
Without city.
Saarland.
Saarland. Okay.
Impressive.
Now, next question. What is the Swedish national anthem called?
Du gamla, du fria.
Oh, that's impressive. Correct. Total number of seats in Bundestag, lower house of Germany.
No idea.
Oh,
Like
lump sum.
400, 500, 380.
Close,
Not
close.
Not close at all. I cannot come back. Sorry.
Okay.
How many?
630.
Yeah.
Okay, next one. Which is the highest mountain / point in Sweden?
Kebnekaise.
Nice one.
That's good. Okay, this one should be easy for you. Capital of India? Come on.
New Delhi.
Okay. No, it's Mumbai.
No, it's
Kidding.
You got was I right now?
Yeah, you were great.
You were right, yeah. Okay, which is the largest lake in Germany?
The Bodensee.
Which one?
Bodensee.
No.
No?
Fail.
Which one is it?
Fail.
Lake Constance.
This is Bodensee.
Oh, is it same? Can't say that.
Fail on you, Jay. Fail on you.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Sorry, I didn't know the English name. So.
Last question. With how many countries does Germany shares border with?
Around 9.
Oh, that's a good guess.
How many is it?
It is 9.
No, what?
Yeah.
Nice.
So, I think I heard that once. So
Okay. Okay, now final 5 questions, bonus 5 questions.
Bonus
or
question.
more like,
of course,
what do you prefer, this or that?
Country, Austria or Switzerland?
Switzerland.
Food,
Sorry.
Indian or Italian?
Italian. Sorry.
City, Berlin or Munich? Munich.
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 München.
Obviously.
Munich.
Who wouldn't? Car maker, Volvo or Volkswagen?
I drive a Volkswagen, so I should say Volkswagen. But now I'm in Sweden, so I should say Volvo. I say
Good
Volvo.
answer.
I say Volvo.
It's very diplomatic. You know,
Correct.
that's not German at all.
Yes.
No.
Musician, Bach or Mozart?
Mozart.
Dude,
Mozart.
Jesus Christ, you guys.
Okay.
Good work. Really good work.
Can we wrap up here then? Can you say finish?
Finish?
Finish.
Finish. Wrap up.
It was nice having you, Felix. Thank you for answering some interesting questions. And
Thank
it
you.
was a really great
Thank you.
discussion.
Thank you guys for having me.
It was a
Yeah.
It was a pleasure.
Yeah.
See you next time for part 2.
Hey.